Hello everyone, I hope this video finds you well, and I look forward to seeing your videos as well as we progress throughout this week together. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the advantages of the Direct 2 versus the flight plan function that we have in our G1000 equipped aircraft. So just a little bit to touch on the Direct 2 function. I believe that the Direct 2 function in a pinch is able to be used, but you're not able to plan efficiently and operate the aircraft efficiently because you are continuously needing to input this information into your G1000 aircraft while you're flying and doing other things and busy and being preoccupied with other things. I think it can be very easily, I think you can become very easily situationally disoriented and lose your situational awareness and get behind the aircraft if you're constantly doing a Direct 2 type of navigation, as well as if you're doing a constant Direct 2 type of navigation, that means you're constantly pulling from other resources to find out what you have to put into the G1000 rather it always already being in there and available to you immediately whenever you're ready to do it. So what I like about the G1000 with the flight plan function is that you're able to stay ahead of the aircraft. When you're able to stay ahead of the aircraft, you're able to pre-plan better without being preoccupied with entering things inside of the G1000 database, and you're able to gain a lot of situational awareness by using the G1000 function of flight plan. For example, when you're using the flight plan, you have an assortment of things that can be put into your flight plan. It's not just limited to your departure and en route and your arrival, but you can have holding patterns as well, and you can have airways that are placed into it that are specific to your flight. And you can also have things such as barometrics. So when you're flying your approach, you can put in things such as your minimum decision altitude, so you know exactly when and when you can't descend below whatever altitude the minimums are. So it gives you a quicker sense of situational awareness that's just a click away. I really like it because you're able to load all these things. Like I said, you're able to load your departures, you're able to load your arrivals, you're able to load your en route, your airways, all these things. You're able to load them ahead of time, so you're able to just call on them when they're needed, and it's a quick flip of the switch. Once it's loaded, then you just hit activate and it's ready to go. It's ready to operate and function for you, and that's less time that you are taking your attention away from actually aviating, and you're not going to be preoccupied trying to operate the G1000 system. Other things that I really like about it is if you're using the Direct 2 function, you're kind of stuck in that function or that navigation that you've chosen unless you cancel it and start a new one. What I really like about the G1000 is if you have an approach set up or you have something set up prior to you getting there, and if they change the runway that you're going to take off on, what part of the approach that they want you to jump into, or whatever vector they want you to change to, because you have the flight plan pulled up and it has a bunch of different options for you. Once you have that flight plan, if something were to change, it's easy for you just to change, whatever fix they might change you to. If they don't want you to go to the initial approach fix and they want you to jump into the middle or the final approach fix or something like that, you're able to jump right into it and click over to it easily without having to retype everything and get back into something new. It's available, it's right there for you in your face. Lastly, I think it was super helpful for having all your clearance procedures put in there. So when you have all your clearance procedures put in there, I found it really helpful that you're able to obviously you'd have to write down and have your paper format of your clearance, but I thought it'd be very, very helpful that once you write it down and you can put it in, you can have your paper written down procedures for your clearance and stuff like that on the side, but it's nice to know that once you put it down, it's ready and it's established and it's ready to go for you. That's all I have for you guys. I hope that you found this informative, and I can't wait to learn from you guys. Thank you.